League of Legends is most famous for being a game that drives people completely and utterly insane. League brings people together to rage and argue like no other game in existence. But they can all agree on one thing: they hate Yuumi.
I am not kidding when I say that if they removed Yuumi from the game, it would be a better game.
Nobody likes this champion. Not a single person.
Thoughts on Yuumi? I think Yuumi is completely OP, apparently. And it's kind of cringe.
So to find out why there's so much controversy surrounding this little furball, I went straight to the source. And you'll never believe what I discovered. Our story begins back in 2019, back when no one could tell Lil Nas nothing, when Lord Buckethead and Count Binface nearly claimed Boris Johnson's constituency, and when people risked their very well-beings to enact trash-tier Netflix productions. And it was in May of that cursed year that Riot Games first introduced League fans to Yuumi. She was described as a magical cat. Yearning for affection, Yuumi seeks friendly companions to partner with on her journey, protecting them with luminous shields and fierce resolve. Whatever that means. Anyway, in the beginning, the response to the little furball yacker was surprisingly pretty warm.
So cute.
I'm pretty excited about the champion.
Look how cute I am on my little book.
But what Riot couldn't have anticipated was the unbridled hatred she'd go on to inspire.
I don't like you. I wish you could read so I could write it. And you should read the tweets. The Twitter hates you. Everyone hates you. You shouldn't be picked ever again. Terrible champion.
I'm still going through therapy for it.
So what is it that made Yuumi the bane of all League fans' existence? Well, the biggest criticisms leveled at her are that she's not fun to play against. That, and her ability to become invulnerable after parasitically attaching herself to allies, is uninteractive. She's a champion that's basically so low effort to play, you can literally play her with your feet and no one will notice. And yet, despite the unanimous hatred from a generation of chronically online young adults and their own admittance that her creation was a mistake, Riot will not delete her from the game.
Why? Why?
Someone had to figure out what was going on here, and I'm the only journalist brave enough to ask the real questions. All right, everyone, I drove 33 minutes to get to the LCS finals, and I'm here to solve one of League of Legends' greatest mysteries. The LCS Finals, a hot summer day and a street full of League of Legends experts baking in the New Jersey sun. Surely one of these brilliant minds could help me get to the bottom of this. And with a little help from a friend I brought along, I got some honest answers.
I hate you. I hate you.
This is Selden Mistress Yi Polchinski. He drew my attention because he was wearing a Team Fish Taco jersey and he looked like he had thoughts. Do you think it is feasible for a champion to be deleted?
Yeah, I mean, they reworked whole kits before, right? They removed Gangplank for a few days. He said he died in the lore and he couldn't play him for a week. Do you remember that?
I did not remember, but I lied and said that I did and that it was super hard for me because I love Gangplank. I had to keep his trust. Would it be feasible for them to be we're retiring her permanently?
They wouldn't retire her because they'd have to admit defeat, and Riot does not like to be wrong about anything. They'll always make some excuse. They're just like the player base. They can't admit defeat. They have to be blame somebody else. But I mean, they could rework her. That'd be fine.
Ah, yes, the classic gamer solution, the rework. An idea that in theory makes a lot of sense, but has often yielded disappointing results in practice. And unfortunately, in Yuumi's case, it's already a path that Riot has unsuccessfully walked.
She's more broken than before.
Of course she's more broken, yeah, 100%.
Yuumi's coming back.
Also,
dude,
also
it's Stephen King's Pet Cemetery.
Yuumi's March 2023 rework failed to produce results that fans had hoped for, so the question of taking the mischievous kitty out to pasture came to the fore once again. Age-old saying, delete Yuumi from the game. Do you think she should be deleted?
No. As much as I have some hard feelings with Yuumi, I feel like it might be kind of impossible.
I think it'd be a bad precedent to set, and so many people would quit because they would choose their girlfriends over League. Sad.
Wait, do League players have girlfriends? No, they don't, but I had a bigger problem than the continued loneliness of League players everywhere. I was getting reasonable answers. This was not the incredibly upset and irate player base that you regularly see on the Rift. So instead of relying on the everyman for answers, I decided to enlist the help of some experts. This is Team Liquid Honda's Yun. I drive a Volkswagen, but we got along just fine, especially considering he had just lost a game everyone expected him to win and was willing to put up with my bullshit. Do you think it's realistic and feasible to Riot to make the decision to like retire the champ, not say delete, retire?
I don't think it is realistic from the Riot's perspective, but I'm sure all the players would be like, yeah, it's fine, it's chill. Maybe except humans.
Finally, someone willing to tell the truth.
She should be deleted and gutted. Yeah, absolutely.
Why do you think people hate Yuumi?
It's just like you play with like a parasite. It feels like you have a parasite on you sometimes.
This is what I wanted to hear. This is the hatred I was looking for. Clearly, the pros know what the community wants better than they do. This is NRG FBI, the 2023 LCS Championship MVP. He completed one of the greatest underdog runs in league history and was promptly escorted into a creepy room at the back of the arena to talk to me about an animated cat. It was the highlight of his day, I'm sure. And I asked him the $1 million question.
I don't think so. I don't think Riot would ever do that because there are definitely people who enjoy playing Yuumi, so it would really suck for them if Riot just deleted the champ. With that being said, I hope Riot deletes the champ.
God damn it! After talking to the league community, I am confused. Confused about it all. Sure, the community doesn't like the cat, but there seemed to be some genuine understanding of her place. People were quick to find sympathy for the devs who created her. They told me you cannot retire the cat, you cannot delete her. In one final attempt to get the truth, I requested a statement from Riot Games. But instead, they offered me the chance to be the unofficial face of the Valorant Champions crowd a few weeks later. And, of course, being a real journalist, my ethics cannot be bought.
Paper X on this map of Pearl.
We feel that. We are right there with you. We are. You don't deserve shit. You don't deserve shit. Talk your shit, Quinn. Talk your shit.
You saw that shit?
My God.
My goodness.
I agree with whatever she said. No, I 100% agree.
Anyway, so after paying $35 for gas and putting in all of this hard work, I ended up with more questions than answers. Why were these supposedly enraged league junkies completely reasonable? Wait. That's it. They weren't being reasonable. They've been brainwashed. Yes, that's it. Well, Riot Games has brainwashed you. They won't delete the cat because they have tricked you into thinking you don't want it deleted, into thinking they can't delete it. But Riot could delete her at any time. They make the rules, they make the game. When you say you don't think she can be deleted, that's their trickery working. I can see the truth. You can save yourselves from the cat. League fans, you all need to wake up. Do not let them
Well, dogs are better than cats, I think.
That's not true. We both know it's not true. Do you want to see a photo? I have two cats, Gemma and Tamsin, at home. You're going to tell them that dogs are better?
Yes, dogs are better.
Can we cut that? No.
In pro play, it's just literally click.
Okay, well, sometimes we do that in casual play too. A little more clicks. Sometimes we hit 2 buttons.